What's going on, guys? This is the One Man Army, Mr. Easy for Life, and today I'm giving you guys another Blade and Soul video. I've been posting a lot of Blade and Soul lately, and today I just wanted to show you guys one of the raids that we will be raiding, or that's going to be released at CBT as well as launch. This is the Serpent supply base raid. Most of you would probably say it's just a dungeon, but I call it a raid because this dungeon gives off a lot of good epic loots and all that. So anytime, it's just my, whenever I come to a dungeon that gives off epic loot, or that has a chance to drop epic loot, I always just call it a raid, because that's what raids are meant to give you, awesome freaking beautiful purple legendary gear. That's what it is. So yeah, so here we go. I'm just here and doing this raid here. And this, like I said, this is the 6-man Serpent supply base. This is the Paul Warren raid. Freaking love this raid, guys. I don't know what it is about this raid, but I love doing this all the time. As you can see, I'm with 5 other people. They're all level 50s, pretty much all level 50s. And well, most of them. And yeah, we're just here. We're just freaking teaming up on this first boss. I believe this is the fish boss. I don't know what his name is, but yeah, he's a pretty. This boss, his mechanics are, it's not too bad. There is this one move that definitely freezes everyone up and has to you automatically take damage no matter what. It's hard to avoid it. So me being a destroyer, definitely a wonderful thing to be, or definitely a wonderful group class to have, or group class to be when it comes to being cooperative in a group, because I was able to hold the fish boss up while everyone does the damage as well. So with the Warlock and all that, the Warlock was able to boost up all of his cooldowns, and we were able to take out the boss in pretty much no problem at all. Overall, like I said, this raid is really fun to do, and with the right amount of teamwork, you can definitely go through this raid faster than expected. If most of you played the game, or play this game, that that my axe is a little bit outdated. I'm not gonna lie. I am rocking the level 36. I believe this is a required level 36 axe. Yeah, I do need to do some upgrading, because if I was to do the cross server dungeoning, because you can cross server party it with other people, I wouldn't meet the requirements. I really wouldn't meet the requirements to do cross server dungeoning, because and I think even there's another destroyer in here, and I believe he even points it out. He said, "Yo, you need to upgrade your axe," and I was like, "Yeah, I know. I only need the weapon and the freaking evolve stone," because there is a couple mats. I guess a little bit of a spoiler alert. There is a couple evolution mats that you do not get through questing, so you have to either craft them or buy them from the auction house. The server that I'm on the JP server, it's about 6 gold, and I'm actually a little bit low on funds, I'm not gonna lie, because I have been upgrading things like my accessories, and yeah, I'm just gonna flat out say it. There it is right there. I'm gonna flat out say it. I'm one of those noobs who started upgrading my materials at level 45. Let me tell you guys that is a huge mistake. You do not want to be doing what I did. You do not want to be upgrading your materials at level 45. You want to do it as you go through the freaking game. So if I upgraded all my materials as I went along, I probably would have a lot more gold than I have right now. I think right now, oh my gosh, I think right now, as of right now, after I made this, I have about 3 gold. That's it. That's all I freaking got is 3 gold. I'm still learning the auction house, how to get a lot of gold, and I'm starting to learn how to do all my dailies and all that. Just all that freaking grindy RPG stuff. I'm trying to learn, so I can be very successful. I can be freaking OP like all these dudes over here. So yeah, guys. If most of you haven't seen this raid, this is a raid that was released in Act 3. They actually came out with a 24-man version of this, meaning that there could be per channel. I think every channel can have up to 24 people in this raid. It's specifically just for your server. It's called the Stormy Serpent Supply Base, and that's technically that's the real raid version. That's the actual raiding version of this dungeon. Is the 24-man version, and I believe if they released that in the NA version, because I think what it was is a long time ago. I'm not entirely sure about this. Okay, I really am not entirely sure about this. If the 24-man version came out a little bit later than when the Asian servers released this raid, I don't know if they're gonna do that with the NA. I hope so, because you know, whenever you're playing the game, you're gonna get a quest at level 43. This is a lot of this is spoiler alert, and I'm very sorry. It's called Paul Warren's Invitation. At level 43, all you have to do is beat the to get it. You need to beat the 4 blue dungeons, or go through the quest line, and come back at level 45 and do it. And it pretty much just gives you the invitation to go into the 24-man version of this raid, and that's when you can go ahead and start getting your purple gear. That's when you're gonna start. That's the first thing you want to do when you're with every single character you make, is you want to go into the 24-man version. It helps to have a group. Definitely, it helps to queue up for a 6-man group, and you guys can just go in there and do the raid as well. If you don't have enough people in there, you can always switch channels and see if more people are gonna be in that raid. The 24-man version as well. Guys, when you pretty much have the chance to go through the raid, or when you first get the invitation and you're in there, make sure to have a group, or make sure there's just a lot of people in your channel to get the job done, so you can get your purple gear. And once you got your purple gear, you can go ahead and do the 6-man version, queue up for the Dark Bloody Shark Harbor, the other 24-man version of this, or it's another 24-man version raid. And then you can go ahead and do that, and then come back and do Mushin Tower. Or you can just go into Mushin Tower, whether you want. You might not get that far, because it does help to have the Serpent Supply Base Bowpie set, and the Bloody Shark Harbor Bowpie set, and then as well as the final upgrade on your first ever weapon. Because you're going to get a weapon that you use throughout the game that you get at level 1, you can upgrade it up to level 45. Getting that up to 45 definitely helps with the Bowpie set, as well as enchanting. Before you go into the Mushin Tower, as it is a solo single-person raid. So yeah, guys. Anyway, here we are with the second boss. I believe this is Shengu Tamu or something like that. I don't know what the name is. This boss it's an assassin boss. I believe this boss was putting a lot of freaking stealth moves and substitution moves like Naruto or whatever. He's putting up the logs and teleporting somewhere else. And yeah, you know, there's the poison gas that he does, she does, whatever. And overall, it's a pretty awesome fight. You know, it's not the most exciting fight, but it's definitely a little bit tricky, because this boss does a lot of like I said, stealth moves and all that. So I was trying my best. I was freaking trying my best here to pretty much grapple the boss. Because once you grapple the boss, you can pretty much, you know, especially when you're a destroyer. That's why a lot of people say it's good to have a destroyer in your group of 6, because you can get the choke move on them, and everyone else can just be railing, throwing off their cooldowns. They're popping off their cooldowns on the boss while I choke the dude. Okay, and so he's got nothing, and he can't do nothing about it, right? For like 10 seconds, or like 5 to 7 seconds, he can't do nothing about it. You pretty much just grapple him. And yeah, everyone just does all the AoEs and all that, single target moves, and then you just slam them, and then that's pretty much that's that. So yeah, we pretty much got through this boss pretty quickly, not as fast as the fish boss. The fish boss, which is the first one, man, we freaking smoked that fish, man. Like literally, it was just freaking within 30 seconds, as you saw in the beginning. So yeah, either way, so we were able to finish that up, and we were just going through the loot pools. When I did this, I think this was I don't know if this was my second or third time. I did this a while back. So, yeah, I did this a while back, and I pretty much had all the, I had the Serpent Supply Base Bowpie, and I think I even had the Bloody Shark Harbor Bowpie set. So there wasn't much I really needed. You know, a lot of people actually just do this raid. A lot of level 50s just do this raid for I think it's a material that Paul Warren drops called Paul Warren's Perfume. That is a material that a lot of people are going to be farming, and they use that to pretty much upgrade their accessories. From what I've seen, you use Paul Warren's Perfume to upgrade your accessories past level 45, I think, or to get to level 43 to 45. I could be wrong about that, because I haven't actually made it up there myself. And yeah, as you can see here, over here, we were pretty much avoiding the mobs. From my experience when I did this, guys, everyone seems to, there's like a certain strategic order that you have to go through in this raid. Traditionally, I thought that we had to just go through the NPCs one by one. But a lot of people, a lot of the JP players, just pretty much gathered them up in one circle, and we just AoE them down. I didn't know that's something that we did, you know? I really didn't know that that's something that we had to do from the beginning. So like, I was making the noob mistakes, the freaking noob mistakes. When I first did this raid, I was just pulling every single one, just standing there, just causing trouble for the raid. It was terrible. But yeah, I finally know now that I'm probably gonna tell the guild this for some of the guild members that have not played this game yet. And whenever we get into this raid for the first time, I'm gonna tell them that we're just gonna want to pull every single NPC to one area and just AoE them down. That's pretty much what we're gonna do. As we slowly make our way closer to Paul Warren, I think over here we're gonna go through the this boardwalk over here, and on the left side there's a boss that we do need to take care of. Now take notes, guys. If you haven't even done this raid, or if you're gonna do this raid at the CBT launch, this is definitely a good way to experience how it's gonna be, or to just pretty much see for yourselves how this raid is gonna be, you know. And also make freaking sure that your gear is up to date. My gear is not up to date on my main destroyer character, as you can see. Like I said, my axe was a little bit outdated. Oh my gosh, like if everyone in my group had the gear that I had, we would not make it. So I was so fortunate and so thankful. I said thank you so much all the time to this group for pretty much carrying me. That's all they did, guys, was they freaking carried me. But overall, it was a great experience. It was a great raid. Like I said, man, what will we do without you, Paul Warren? Because this raid it's probably one of my favorite raids, next to the Mushin Tower. I think everybody loves the Mushin Tower. I like the Mushin Tower. It's freaking awesome for an Act 3 dungeon. I've never actually seen a solo raid. Like it's a raid, but it's specifically designed for one person only. It's a one-person raid. I think that's awesome. And yeah. So over here, we went pretty ham on this boss. Everyone was popping the cooldowns. I was popping my cooldowns, and the Warlock was able to get the buff on. This is something that I kind of wish. This is another reason why I kind of wish Warlocks were introduced at the beginning of CBT and launch, is because there is a buff that the Warlock gives to the entire party that increases our movement speed and increases our attack speed, and pretty much it's a huge buff. It's a cooldown huge buff for everyone, and I was able to get my judgment combo, my demolition judgment combo down pretty fast, even with my ping being over 100. I have over 100 ping, over 100 ping, but with that buff I was able to get it down like as if I only had like 5 or 10 ping. So it was freaking awesome. It was so awesome. I love the Warlock. Definitely one of my favorite spellcasting classes. I actually do prefer it over the Force Master because it's so freaking cool. It's super OP, and there's a lot of cooperation aspects of it. So we finished up that boss, and like I said before, what we do is we pretty much gather up, or we try to run past all the mobs. I think in this area we actually just needed to pass the mobs. That's what I was doing. I was just jumping over them, make sure not to get noticed. Just jumping over them, and if not, if I did, then I would just sprint, I believe. Some of the characters were getting, some of my teammates were getting caught, so we had a little bit of a delay, but that's okay. They eventually got there. I skipped that cutscene because I did not want to spoil it for you guys. That's what the black screen was. They were showing the Paul Warren introduction screen, and I didn't want to spoil it for you guys, so I just yeah, freaking exited. So yeah, sorry about that. Just I want you guys to experience it for yourselves when it finally comes out. So here we are at Paul Warren, just pretty much just waiting on everyone else, because as you can see in the top left, 4 out of the 6 of us were getting attacked for some reason. I think I was even getting attacked. Let me see. No, I wasn't actually. I just looked over there on the footage, and I was not getting attacked. Number 1 and number 2, they were getting attacked pretty heavily. I think they were trying to take care of the mobs before they got down here. I don't freaking know. But either way, I think one of the guys just ended up pulling Paul Warren anyway, because we needed to get this raid going. And I believe after this, we actually ran Bloody Shark Harbor, which is the raid that you do after you completed the Serpent supply base. It's pretty much Paul Warren's grandfather. They both own supply bases at the Eastern Sea Fleet side. It's just one of them is owned by Paul Warren, the granddaughter, and one of them is owned by her G-Paw. So yeah. Anyway, so here we are with the Paul Warren raid. I was able to get my demolition judgment combo down, and the Warlock's popping his summon move right there. There's a couple of mechanics that Paul Warren actually does. She's got her machine gun, and she's got this move right here I don't freaking know how to explain it, man, but it's almost hard. You need to time it just correctly when trying to do this. You need to know how to dodge that move, because if not, you will always get freaking stunned, or you always get knocked down from it and take a lot of hits. I mean, it does a lot of damage, not gonna lie. It does a lot of freaking damage. So yeah, guys, definitely watch out for that move, and she's gonna go ahead and cast up another move here soon. She does another move where it's like it's a one-sided AoE machine gun move right there. It kind of stuns the person she's targeting if you get in the way. If not, she does this one move where she jumps up in the air, shoots you, and it's not a good time. Over here, this is her ult, and since me being only level 46 and not having the best gear, I definitely needed to stand away from it. The level 50s could have stayed there, and the level 50s could stay there because of their gear. It's freaking awesome, and they can withstand the hits. So yeah, so I had to get back in that geyser, or that freaking steam thing over there, because it's pretty much an ice move. What she'll do is she will freeze you, she'll stun you, and that gives her a chance to do up another move. Here she go again. Here she's gonna go do it again, another freaking ult. And I mean, you can dodge it, you can try and dodge it. It's just the easier way, if you don't want to pop your cooldown, is you're gonna stand in that geyser. You're gonna do your back step, stand in the geyser, and or the steam thing. I don't know why I keep calling it a geyser. You stand in the steam thing, and you pretty much just not get hurt by it. You pretty much avoid it without getting your cooldowns, without using your cooldowns. And as you can see there, I got ignorant because I thought we were gonna beat her before she was gonna be able to do it. So I took the hit, and as you saw, I pretty much took like it took like 80 or 90% of my HP out. It was terrible. As you can see, trying to jump out of that move, I don't know, it didn't really work for me. Maybe I just timed it wrong, but I pretty much just had to use my second heart charge for it, and it didn't work out. So yeah, guys, either way, guys, that was the 6-man Serpent supply base Paul Warren raid. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of this raid. I personally think this raid is freaking awesome. I mean, what better to spend your day than killing a cute girl with a Gatling gun? You know, that's just how I see it, okay? So yeah, guys, overall, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I finally did my Paul Warren raid. A wonderful experience. This is a raid that's going to be at CBT as well as on launch at the level 45 cap. Go ahead and get your Serpent Supply Base Bow Pass set. And yeah, guys, stay tuned for more Blade and Soul content to come your way. Thank you so much for watching today's Blade and Soul video. I love every single one of you easy supporters out there. And as always, this has been the One Man Army, Mr. Easy for Life. Hope you're all having a very easy day, like I said, and I'm out. Peace!